Gine sits on top of Gohan's roof as she does every night, looking for any signs of any more Saiyan survivors. And tonight, she finally got proof that more Saiyans survive Frieza's extermination.
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell to help us achieve the 300k mortal plan. Every soul counts. Happy 2021, guys. We have all finally collectively made it into the new year, and this new year is filled with new possibilities. Today we are returning back to Dragon Ball Reboot, which is the story of Gine in Dragon Ball, her surviving the destruction of planet Vegeta and raising Goku with Grandpa Gohan on planet Earth. This story is fascinating to me because it does take a character that we really don't know anything about at this point, and it makes her the most important character in Goku's life and also the main character in this story. So yeah, we have Goku, who she is raising up, and then we also have Bardock, who passed away on planet Vegeta. These two factors mold who Gine is and who she slowly becomes until she faces off against Frieza, the one who destroyed her people and shattered her family. As the days went by, Gohan continued to help Gine improve her fighting technique, style, and the way that she perceives ki. More than likely, he also helped her out on sensing ki and just being more in tune with her own body, her own self. Obviously, she is the one gaining all the training, even pushing Gine to the point where she doesn't have the sensitivity to her tail that Goku would have against Raditz, so she is becoming stronger and stronger as a Saiyan. As months and years have gone on, Gine decided to keep her battle armor, her Saiyan battle armor, as a heirloom for her heritage. She is a Saiyan, and she's keeping it on the mantle. That way she can always have a reminder of her people, and of course she also keeps her scouter just in case she gets any transmissions from the Frieza Force on encountering any Saiyan survivors, specifically Raditz. That is who she is looking for. She wants to know if Raditz is still alive. Obviously, the goodbye that she had a few chapters ago, actually a few videos ago, with Bardock early on in Dragon Ball Reboot, that was the goodbye. That was why it was so emotional. That's why it was so intense. And of course, she knows that Bardock didn't survive the destruction of planet Vegeta. And as we see the passage of time, we see that Goku went from being an infant to now being more or less a toddler, and Gohan and Gine are doing their best to raise him to become a warrior. And you can see right here that he is more versatile and he's becoming much more in tune with who he is. And it's going to be interesting to see how he grows up having a mother, seeing as how for the most part, he was a wild child, then he had a grandpa, then he was alone after that. It's gonna be a crazy bumpy ride, but Gine may be the best thing for him, honestly. And this essentially shows us exactly all the adventures that they've been going through with fishing and Goku learning martial arts. It looks like he's a little bit older in these frames because years have gone by after that, so he could be a kid maybe in his 6-year-old range, 7-year-old range, but he does train and he does get the power pole, so he's very much in line with Gohan and Goku's relationship back in Dragon Ball. He's going in that trajectory, but remember how that ended? I'm curious to see how this incorporates that in the story. Gine is recounting everything about Earth, and she had to get used to the fact that Earth was completely alien to her as opposed to planet Vegeta, which is more combat based and warrior-like society. Earth is far more peaceful and relaxing, and she has gotten a taste of that. And so right now she is dulling her blade in a sense because there aren't any real threats for her to combat. I mean, they're not facing the Red Ribbon Army, there's no King Piccolo right now, Demon King Piccolo. This is pretty early on in Dragon Ball, but at the same time she says she's still training because she will protect the planet against Frieza or any other threat. But one night everything was about to change, she says, because this is the night that she finally realizes that she's not alone. Gine is listening to a very normal broadcast. It is very much implied that she has been doing this a lot. She's on top of this roof looking for signs of other Saiyan survivors, and so she's listening to these broadcasts, and it seems like the Frieza Force has just dominated a planet, subjugating it much faster than the higher ups thought it would be possible. And that's because the Saiyans were responsible, which immediately gets a reaction of shock on Gine's face. It has been years since she has heard anything about Saiyans. And that's when these Frieza Force goons start turning a little bit, you know, speciest and talking about monkeys and workhorses, but it looks like they're putting the Saiyans to work. They're heading back to Frieza Planet 43 to get their next assignment. And so Gine now knows exactly where they're gonna go. I'm not sure if she knows where the planet is, but she was in the Frieza Force army for a while, so maybe she has some recollection of where it is. But that's it. She can't believe it that the Saiyans are alive, and this is obviously Vegeta, Raditz, and Nappa. So if Vegeta, Raditz, and Nappa are alive, well, I mean, they are probably, Vegeta and Raditz, maybe around 10 years old-ish, around there, I'm thinking, if I got my Saiyan ages right, because Goku's around 6, and I think Vegeta's a little bit older than Goku, if I'm not mistaken. Gine immediately runs in, trying to tell Gohan what she just heard, and Gohan tells her to slow down and calm down, have some tea, and she does, and she explains that she heard that the Saiyans, there's a Saiyan squad that is still alive, that they managed to survive the destruction of planet Vegeta, and it is possible, and we already know that he's there, that Raditz is among them. And Gohan says that's great, but even if your other son is out there, what do you plan on doing? How do you plan on getting there? And Gine has a plan to take Kakarot's ship and see if she can go get her son back, get Raditz. Now, I don't think that's like the best option, because Raditz, even in the Dragon Ball Minus movie, he didn't seem like he really cared about family all that much, so he may not really give two craps about Gine or Goku for that matter. I don't think he cared about Bardock either, so, I mean, maybe she can parent that stuff out of him, I'm not exactly sure. But this is an interesting turn that she wants to go get him, but she has to get past Vegeta and Nappa to do it. And I don't know if she's strong enough, honestly, to defeat them. And Gohan asks what about Goku, thinking that maybe she'll take him with him, but he's still just a kid. Gine essentially asks Gohan to watch Goku while she goes on this mission to get Raditz, and Gohan is a little concerned. Obviously he doesn't care about watching Goku, he would have probably adopted Goku if he had the chance, but at the same time he feels concerned because of the fact that Gine hasn't told Goku anything about his origins. And the reason that she hasn't done that is because everything that Gine lost, she's got PTSD on it, and she doesn't want to push that on such a young boy like Goku. Plus, if she tells him, then he's gonna want to go with her, which makes sense. And that's when Goku pops up. Obviously, he was trying to eavesdrop, but now he's a little bit more curious to see what's going on. And that is the end to today's chapter. I will have the next chapter of Dragon Ball Reboot for you guys tomorrow. Make sure you're here 6 p.m. Eastern US time. Let's go ahead and see who won hashtag End of Video Squad. The winner of today's hashtag End of Video Squad, the soul that decided to stay till the very end of my previous video and drop hashtag End of Video Squad on their comment, is going to be Planet Weeb Taco. I feel like a 2021 and Android 21 meme is going to happen. Don't know how, but I feel it coming. Happy New Year, by the way. Happy New Year to you and everybody else in my comment section. And yeah, I already posted that on Twitter. There was one with Android 20 and Android 21. Thank you so much for your comment. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.